single yoga asana help in stretching and strengthening our body, helps in strengthening our shoulder and creates a lot of awareness in our core muscles. And it is also a form of plank. So without wasting any time, let me reveal today's pose is Purvottanasana, which is also called as upward plank pose. In today's video, I will be talking about what is Purvottanasana, who should not practice it and what are the benefits of it, and obviously how to practice this pose. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Firstly, what is Purvottanasana? Purva, which is a Sanskrit word, means east, and Uttana means an intense stretch. So basically an intense stretch facing towards eastern side. So we are giving an intense stretch to the whole body while keeping our face towards the eastern side from where the sun arises. And in English it is called as upward plank pose because it's the reverse of the plank where our body is in the upward side. You will get to know when we practice this more. Now, who should not practice? If you have wrist, shoulder or any hand related injuries, or you are recovering from any surgery, then in that case you should avoid practicing this. In fact, if you have leg pain or any leg injury, because we are stretching here, we are giving an intense stretch to our whole body, in that case also you should avoid practicing this pose. And now, who should practice? If you are looking for strengthening your upper body, strengthening your wrist and getting a good stretch in your body, then you should definitely consider practicing this. These are the benefits of practicing this pose, and this pose works really good if you practice right after intense forward folds like Paschimottanasana, or in that matter any forward fold. If you practice right after that as a counter pose, this Purvottanasana gives great results to our body. So enough talking, let's see how to practice this. So for starting the practice, first sit in Dandasana, both hips grounded, leg extended, stable. Place your palms right next to your hips, right? And now here, bend your hand where my elbows are there. There I'm gonna place my hand. Similarly, here also I'm placing where my elbow is there my hand. Now my hands don't move from here. So first we will practice the modification of this pose and then we will practice the full pose. Now bend your legs where my knee was there, exactly there I'm gonna place my feet. Okay? Once you are here, then gently spread all your fingers, both the palms, spread your fingers and get a good grip in your mat. And here with inhale, come up and be here for 10 to 15 seconds and keep breathing. Hands stay straight and engaged core, hips relaxed and quads, hamstrings are engaged but not stressed, okay? And keep breathing. And if at any moment you feel you are not comfortable, you can come down. Breathe. And with exhale, come down. Okay? Get back to Dandasana. So this was the preparatory pose. If you are beginning to include this pose in your practice, I will insist you to practice this pose for at least 1 week, and once you are comfortable, then you get into the final pose. Now let's practice the full pose. For that, again sit in Dandasana, same starting position. Again, keep your hands right next to your hips, bend your hand where your elbow stays, place your palm there, spread your fingers and get a great grip with your mat. Similarly, I'm gonna do with my left hand, and when you place your palm on the mat, make sure you spread your fingers, because when we spread our fingers we get the good grip, and eventually when we lift our body we get a great control over our body. And this time we are not going to bend our legs. We are gently going to lift our legs. How? Let's see. Inhale, come up gently and hips relaxed and feet goes away and breathe. And if you are comfortable, drop your head back. Look back and breathe. And hold for 3 to 5 breaths, and whenever you are feeling uncomfortable with exhale, come down. So now let's practice with 5 counts of breath. Inhale. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and with exhale, drop your hips to the mat, release hands and sit in any comfortable seated posture, maybe Sukhasana, and then spread your hands ahead of you and just counter your Purvottanasana with an forward fold. Stretch out and stay here for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and with exhale, come. Remember, while holding Purvottanasana, at any point if you feel uncomfortable or a lot of strain in your hand, you should discontinue the practice and get back on your mat. I'm assuming you're still watching this video and you have enjoyed practicing with me on mat. If you have got to know a bit more about this asana or you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and share with your family or friends so that they also get benefit out of this. And subscribe to my channel and do let me know in the comment box if you want to see such more videos from my end. On that note, I, Malika, am signing off for today and I'll see you next time. Until next time, bye bye.